Am I alive today? Okay, I seem to be alive. Welcome everyone. Hello children. Welcome Poppy. Welcome Painter. Welcome YouTube and Twitch chat. Welcome everyone. We still don't have a greeting. Like we have Oya Summon to say goodbye, but we don't have anything for the greeting. But that's fine. That will sort itself out with time. How are you guys doing today? I played tabletop RPG today, Pathfinder 2nd edition. We just fought a bunch, some random encounters, nothing really much happened. But it was still fun. I'm assuming Poppy is at work. Although, no, it's weekend, so probably not. Hello! Oh, you're working, alright. Hard worker, I see. I noticed the Twitch sub goal is not updated. I have to do it. I'll do it right now. I mean, yes. Okay. You have tried to make a city in a random Roblox game. And how did it went? You tried, so did you fail? I'm quickly updating the goal bars. Unfortunately, I lost some subscribers on YouTube, but you know, it might be just that accounts that got deleted or something, so I'm not too bothered by that. Yeah, I lost 2. Alright. Why nobody wanted to get into your city? That's cruel. Do you make the up to the two alts? No, no. That's meaningless. I will get them back, that's fine. So today is continuation of my training art to be better at just chatting. Let me just do that. Okay. Just chatting because I still want to practice my just chatting abilities. I'm glad my model is working again too. I'm not glad that I don't know why it didn't work yesterday. So yeah, I want to talk to you guys more, and I have a topic like in the title I said. I want to talk about the art. How do we categorize art, and with the background of AI, how because generative AI being more rising in power and popularity, it kinda brought out a few aspects of art in general that I would like to discuss, but that can wait. I have also a question regarding the tip section, the did you know section as well. Do you have any lore related to my stream that I could include in this? Because It's mostly lore about our world building, our world we're creating, but not much about the lore of my stream. Yes, it's there. It's there about taking off the skin. I mean, it's not written like that, but it is there. Any moments, big moments that are worthy of lore to include? I'm going to take away the tip section for now because I know the people present here currently don't like it much. I'm struggling to think. Like I could like put in like I played Black Souls and things like that. I should probably include that. The blue moon speaks to me and I am trying to obtain its power to become great again. I don't know. That's... You just made it up! I don't think I understand how lore works, to be honest. Like, others call stuff lore and I'm just like, is it? I'm just talking about history of my stream, some important knowledge. I mean, but how lore works. Like, you can Google the meaning of the word. Not sure what you mean by how lore works. It doesn't work. It just is. It's a word. It has meaning. It has definition. Like, sure, people use it willy-nilly sometimes just to sound more serious. But otherwise people say lore to refer to history and information. Sometimes information that is like older or you have to dig to find it. It's really the word doesn't comprehend, brain doesn't comprehend it. It's just history, information. That's all, knowledge. It really doesn't have. There's nothing to comprehend. A long time ago, I lost my powers, and now I am nomad that traveled until I found this place. I think that's your lore. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. I'm speaking about generally the lore of the stream, not individual people. At least not something that happened on the stream. That would be cool. Mihau wants to change his hairstyle to have more cowlicks. Is that it? Is this what it's called? Why is it called cowlicks? And I'm not entirely sure that was my reason, but yes. Okay, guys. I'm going to Discord, and you, Poppy, or let's say Poppy, I'm going to change something, and you go to Discord and tell me if everything works normally, if maybe your permission changed or something. Wait. Okay, now. Tell me if I fucked something up on Discord with permissions. Fly away works too. Fly away. Cowlicks maybe because it looks like a cowlick to your hair and your hair got stuck like that. Ah. You believe the blue moon will rise. You don't think anything changed? Okay, okay. If you can still post and things like that, then it's good. I added a role to you. I also added a role to painter. Okay, you're a pet, yes, indeed, you're a pet, Poppy. I just fucked around with some. You're so excited to be a pet, wow. And up to you for a real? I would. For now, you're just my Discord doggy. You're not Discord kitten, you're Discord doggy. You like it. That's good, that's good. Mm. Why is not more... Okay, okay. No. I'm kinda waiting for more people to show up. Because I don't like repeating myself. So I'm waiting before going to the meet of the things I want to talk. That's kinda the problem with just chatting streams and having a topic discussion, because then people come in and just ask questions about something you already talked about. But maybe I can start. So, am I going to talk about your moms? Yes, YouTube Tam. Hello, Dumi. How are your moms, guys? Oh, thank you. Queen never gonna die. Welcome, Queen. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. How are your moms, guys? Are they hot? Are they single? And are they happy? You're no contact with family. Hmm. But was she at least hot? Hmm. No. Hmm. That's a shame. Single, yes. Okay. That's something. Yes, you constantly migrate from YouTube to Twitch. I see it. Do me. And that's kinda appreciated because Twitch chat, I'm sure you could use a little bit more life. No problem, Painter. Painter, how is your mom? Do me, how is your mom? Are they happy? Are they hot? And are they single? Your mom. Ah, I am mom, but I'm not mom. I am just mother. More like. I'm mother, not mom. There's a difference. Subtle, but there is. I can be mom. Um. Okay. Did you clean your room? Mom there. Did you clean your room, children? You figured out how to do a 6-dimensional prism. That's cool. That's impressive. No. Okay, then go do it. After the stream, you can do it after the stream and after your work, but yes. You should go clean. Yes, yes, of course after stream. You have to listen to your mother. You can't just leave when I speak. I'm surprised, by the way. When we established that I'm mother, we at the same time established that I'm also the father and the other parent. And yet, and at the beginning, you guys sometimes called for the dad to come out, but now you exclusively call me mother. So that doesn't come. Now I'm just a single parent. Yes, I'm authoritarian. I've cleaned out the life out of the local villages. Ah, life. Because I didn't clean my room because I'm homeless. Alright, alright. So. Let me get a vibe check, guys. Let me get a vibe check from you. AI art. Just in general, in short, what do you think about it? Do you dislike it? Do you hate it? Do you like it? Do you think like mixed opinions? Oh, I have a vibe. You hate, okay. I mean, that's good to me. I don't know what does that means, but yes. And thank you, someone subscribed. I saw that. You hate it. Everyone hates it. Any lurkers? Domi, do you want to contribute? AI has a place, but not in art. I'm going to go on a big discussion in a moment. I just want to get the vibe check. On a big rant. Okay, no one else wants to say anything. I gave you a moment to speak, but you guys just don't want to use your voice. That's just, you don't exercise your freedom of speech. Alright. So, here's my here's my very general take, and then we'll spend like 2 hours elaborating on that. I think that art has a place in some context and as a tool, mostly, but in some context as well. Because, for example, I used it on the D&D stream because I spent hours looking for free-to-use art I could take that were setting appropriate because we were in the desert city. But I didn't really find anything good or that would match. I found a little bit of it, but not enough to fill the stream. And there was a little bit more art regarding medieval, more European cities and things like that, but still not a lot that I could just freely use. So I use like I tried to use as much normal human art as I could, but I couldn't. And especially character arts, it was incredibly difficult to find the AI art, but I just couldn't. I couldn't find anything that would match that I could use for free. And if I was to steal just someone's art, then I might as well generate it. I can't afford to write, to pay people all for art, and I cannot also wait that long, even if I could, to draw all the art. And I cannot draw it myself all because I'm not that fast at drawing. I draw your character and that's all I could master. So I think there are places when I'm going to elaborate on it, but let me read what you guys said. You despise it, do me? It's always in some lame old depressing cat music video with the same godforsaken melody. That's how makes children depressed. I don't know what that. I don't know. I didn't have that this experience. Makes children depressed. And did I mention that it's ugly as shit? Yeah, I recommend that you use nightshade to poison your art so the pesky AI thieves will not be able to steal your art. What is nightshade? I don't even know. Yes, your monologue was great. I think AI is good for science and idea generating, for instance, but not like people using it to create art for things outside of personal use. I think the way you use it is fine. Yeah, AI is useful in that sense, but when I fat marriage mods think there are chat and make the most cringe memes about how AI art is actually best, it is in a bad way. Yeah, sure. It's easy to point to bad examples of AI use by companies, big companies just not paying artists and using it, or just like you said, AI chats using it and like, oh, I'm such a great person. Artists are obsolete, but yeah, I have completely different experience on my own. First of all, to continue my talk about the why I use AI in my D&D streams as well. Nightshade is an online program that puts something in your art that will make it so that AI being trained on your art will mess up the results. That's an oversimplification since I don't fully get it. Okay. Big companies and whoever wants to use AI art should just do it. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I share kind of your opinion, Rodol. But I will elaborate it. Like it's very easy to like pick one part of my sentence or even like a few minutes of my discussion and pick it apart, but that's why it's the whole stream I want to dedicate it, kind of, at least most of it, because it's a big topic and I have to describe everything case by case basis. Hello Crook, hello Crook, welcome to the stream. We're talking about art and AI art as well. So guys, I want to say that I use in my D&D streams AR art because, as I said, I couldn't make it myself. I could draw one picture in time. I couldn't pay anyone because I don't have money and I wouldn't be able to wait that long for art. And I couldn't find anything for free. What's poppy? And so in my thinking is like this: rich people, big companies can pay for art, so they should. But me, poor person, why there is a bar of quality of content, right? Big companies and rich people can make great content because they have money to spare for that. They can allocate budget into that, and they can grow their social media. They can put out good content. So I'm at a disadvantage as a poor person and I have to use whatever means I can to put to like catch up with my level of quality. If I didn't use AI art in those streams, I feel like I would actively make my stream worse, because I either would have to like patchwork everything from different art styles, like different characters. There would be like a old lady in a cartoon style, and then like a handsome guy in an anime style, and that would just look bad. Or I wouldn't be able to use art in the stream. So I think I'm justified. Like, why only I hate gatekeeping by budget, by money, right? And that's kind of what quality of content is often. You can only put out quality if you have like money on often for some things. So I kinda, I don't know, I will use any means necessary if I have to. Hello, no Baneedo. I butchered your name, sorry. I'm if I have the money and time for art, to pay people to do art, I would love to do that. Like, that would be the first thing I spend my money on. Let me catch up with chat. My thinking is, just because AI art exists, it doesn't mean that it will kill artists. Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like they can just coexist in the future, yeah. Whatever wants to use one over the other gets to do that. Yeah. Of course, AI art, I've tried it, and I'm not a fan, and I will admit it does make some nice references, but not official art. Yeah, yeah. You feel like playing Roblox. Focus! We have serious discussion, painter. I think that AI art should not be used to commercialize purposes. I mean, my stream are kind of commercial. It takes jobs away from people, but again, for personal use is different. Yeah, I consider my streams commercial, right? I think for smart streamer it's fine, but we should disclose it. Yeah, I said it at the beginning of the stream. And we can afford to commission someone, we should, yeah. I will not use AI art, but I wouldn't fault you for using it in the D&D stream. Things like that are small enough that it's fine. Other ways I use AI is... Okay, one more comment. I get the debate about the training of AI using copyright of data protects works without consent. Yeah, but that there are really people that are against the entire existence of AI just is beyond me. Are these people also against electric cars just because conventional cars exist? Not sure if the comparison at the end is fair, but otherwise I agree with the rest. Other ways I use AI art, and also I should say that, yeah, I completely acknowledge the problems with it, how it was sourced, how it is used by big companies and things like that. Like, there is a lot of issues that has to be resolved, but because only just something has issues, I don't think it, like, should be not exist. I use AI in my art as, as a tool, because I hate the blank page. You know, the blank page is like a white space, right? And when I look at it, I don't know where to start. I feel lost, like I'm floating on that blank page of whiteness. I'm lost, I don't know what to start, but having something there, like, hooks me, gives me something to latch onto and start. So I will... So I will, for example, generate some things, and that will inspire me, but because that's no longer a blank page, that's something that I have, and I will change. Yeah, sorry for that. I clicked by mistake. And that's something to latch my ideas onto. It gives me a path to follow. Like, I will change it a lot of, It's still pretty loud. I still change it a lot. You just notice the music. It's playing in the background constantly. Yeah, I lose. What I was saying? Yeah. Having something generated by AI gives me something to latch onto, and gives me like a path to follow, even if I change it a lot by the time I'm done, right? Who the fuck is Austrian Painter? I mean, he's here every stream. So, and you know, I will change it, I will redraw it, and I will make it my own. It's words. If I generate an image with prompt dormant with welcome on it, it'd be so incredible. Yeah, words. I don't care for words with AI. On the edge of legal name. I agree with you. As a reference or starting on, like an idea generating. Okay, you support this, but a lot of people don't. They hate it as well. And uh, and how much do I have to change from the generated image to make it my own? 50%? Above 50%? How much? That's what people debate over. Often. And if I use other people's art as a reference, how much do I have to change that to make it my own? Because most artists, especially at the beginning, change just use references, and like their art is made out of like patchwork of references. Is this my art? Is it not my art then? Do I have to disclose which reference I use? Do I have to give a list? I think 75% minimum just off the top of my head. Or it just needs to be drawn from scratch using generate as a reference, but it should still be changed a bit. Chip of Jesus as the bait. Yeah, but that's it. That's kinda it. Like even in generated images, like there's not much. Like it was trained on some artist works, and I'm not going to get into the debate if it's stealing or not because it's complicated and I'm not a tech guy. But even if it is stolen, like there's like less than 1% of any image in the final product as well, so it's kind of hard to tell with those things. When is it like copy and when is it not? And I will be honest, as an artist, I don't feel like I'm bad with drawing from memory. I'm using references. I just Frankenstein my drawings from references. Yeah, how do I measure how much percentage of is by me? Is what does it matter? How I drawn it? How I applied my skill? Does my ideas matter or what? I feel like most people don't think about it that much and only go by gut feeling. But gut feeling often is wrong about that. I don't know. I don't have answers for that. We've seen some artists draw AI from scratch and it always ends up different in some ways as they adjust things and adapt it to their style. I think it's generally okay. Unless it's blatant ripoff of someone else. Yeah, it's like, it's very vague. Like, and it's very case by case basis. Yes, 3D model is back. Welcome, Kirill. So, it just kind of... That's why I hate about the AI debate. I hate when people are entirely against it or entirely for it. Like, it's just stupid for me. It's just such a nuanced topic with so many little things and things to discuss and how you could use it well, being ethical or not ethical, because there are some models trained by creative, like, uh, by artists that provided art for to learn, right, or something. And I should be able to use those, but many people would be against that as well. Like, there's so much things to discuss about it, and yet people don't want to discuss and just close off, and I kind of hate it. It pisses me off. You have an idea to prevent my art from being stolen to me? Add a pattern that is very, very complicated to the AI. Will just fill it with its own. It's foolproof. I will say that I don't care. Uh, I I think everything I create should be stolen, even. You know, guys? Steal my things, take it. Take everything I do. As long as you don't just rip it out completely one to one and say it's my own. And you know, it would be nice to credit me if you take things I create and use it for something or change it. But otherwise, I'm very open to just steal it. Learn from me what you can. Do something, do anything you can with it. The world building project we're doing, take it and make it your own. It'd just be nice to credit me. I started putting my videos in Creative Commons because why not? Just take it. I'm a pirate at heart, you know? I think information and accessibility to things should be shared. So if you can make a cool video out of like my videos, like you can download it and you edit it around and change it around, sure, do it. Just credit me and that's all. Just to talk about that point that was issued before, I asked ChatGPT to make an image that says welcome and it did it. So while the point that AI can generate unlimited words is correct, it can in fact generate words in pictures up to modest complexity levels. Yeah, AI is moving in that way. While stealing like an artist is a specific type of thing. Blindly and combing is one thing, but quarreling and putting a unique spin on it is different. Yeah, to that point, I don't understand personally why AI doesn't count as stealing from as an artist. Like, I understand that people place a great aspect on meaning and doing it intentionally, but I kind of like, I still think AI art should not be considered art. It should be a tool, and the art itself should be tool, not the end product. Yes, copying is just not legal and immoral, but yeah. To that point, Poppy, I will disagree a little bit. There is I will say it, artist that use almost entirely AI, and I call them an artist because they train their own model, they learn how to prompt well, and they create very unique and stunning pictures that no one else does. I'm not going to name them, but... And I talked with them because I was curious about their methods, right? I was curious how they do it, how they create them out so uniquely. And I learned while talking to them that they cannot draw by themselves because they don't have functioning hands. But I still consider what they do art in some way because it is their ideas and they cannot apply the skill to create it themselves. But for me, I think what matters more is the idea, what you have in your head, more than the means you use it to create it. Of course, it's not on the same level as in some aspects as if you draw it yourself, right? But I don't know, I cannot not consider in art myself because, well, it wouldn't exist without them, right? AI was a tool and they used it to create it. They didn't draw it, but they created it, because without them AI wouldn't create it, if that makes sense. So and I will agree that many AI artists, in quotation marks, like don't really do much about it. They just use basic tools and things like that, but mixed feelings. I don't really have the words to express how I feel about this show. I need to let it marinate so I can form a proper opinion. Yes, I understand. But like, that's why I like who and here is the we come to a point I really wanted to talk about. AI art was only a primer. What is art? What it means to create art, and when it's can be classified as an art? Because I will say that since AI art started to be a thing, people started to gatekeep what it means to be an art. For example, people started saying that to be an art, you have to like have soul in it, like, and meaning, right? And you have to deliberately place every stroke yourself to make it art. I've seen that sentiment repeated a lot. But in the past, like even 5 years ago, that I didn't really see it. Maybe only now those people that were previously silent started saying it. But in the past, I remember people saying, right, oh, art can be anything. If you find meaning in something, if you feel something looking at it, then it can be art, because it's subjective what art is, right? Like, didn't they said, well, mountain is not created by a human hand. Wasn't created with purpose, unless you believe in God. But you can still consider a mountain an art. So, but now people say no, it has to be created by human hands. That's why what I see all the time repeated when AI comes up in discussion. Yeah, does art needs to be human created when there are like paintings done by chimpanzees and stuff? Yeah, also that. All dogs. Art could be something like detail or something that someone creates. Yeah, that sentence doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't know. My sentence? Your sentence? Hmm. So, okay. What do you guys think what is art? Because I'm in the camp that art is very subjective, and what you consider art is art. But, so, if people create paintings, digital artworks with AI generating tools, and they consider this an art, then okay, you may disagree, but who am I to decide what is art or not, right? If they consider what they do art, then I'm like, okay, I may disagree in some instances, but who cares? When I believed in God, then sure, I thought nature could be art, but no longer feel that way. I think it should be created by humans, but I agree with you that it's subjective. If you think mountain is art, I especially disagree, but I won't think you're wrong. But yeah, I don't know, like, but when does it have to be human? Like, someone, what? Kirill, no, not Kirill. Like Ludor said, is art if dog created it? Is it art if monkey created it? Because there were some dogs that painted. Is it art then? Does it have to be a human being that created something? Living being, I mean. That's what I was trying to say, but that means that art is something like an opinion, so art have no objective value. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know, I grew up being taught that kind of in literature class and things like that. In the future, we will see artworks and you will not be able to tell if it was made by a human or not. Will you just defaultly assume it is an art? That's also a great question to pose. So, the artist I spoke before that created those images with generative tools, I didn't know at the beginning that it's Gen AI because they were so unique and beautiful. So I was like, okay, but they have it in the description in their profile, so it's not like they are hiding it. I noticed later. So but before I knew it, if it's human made or not, I was like, oh, it gives me feelings, right? It makes me think about something. That I think you wanted to say can't be defined? Yeah, okay. So I think the debate Rudolph says that you get defined strictly if you think it has to be man-made. But so we have disagreement in the debate. I think the true debate about liking or disliking AI art is whatever you believe if art has to be man-made or not. Because is it art if an artist or a person just blindfold themselves and grabs random paints and sprays it on the canvas? There is no meaning behind it. They just want to create a random painting, like, and that's all. Is it art then? There was no meaning behind the choice of color, but yet, for me, it's like, I mean, it is art, but I don't like it. Like, I'm whatever about that. Some people say it's not art. There has no meaning. There's no meaning behind it. Other people say no. There is meaning because they find meaning themselves. They think something for themselves. Art is related to artificial. You cracked the code. Because if Gen AI cannot be art because it's randomly generated, then I will say that a lot of humans create art randomly as well. I think art is too subjective. The creator can call it art, or a viewer can call it art. If neither calls it art, then it isn't art. If someone does, then it's art. I suppose by this rule, AI is art. But you don't like it. Yeah, that's fine. Kirill made the biggest point yet. So we kinda came to the same conclusion, Poppy. That's kinda what I was saying. We can dislike something being art, but I cannot disagree with someone because it's so subjective. I'm not arbiter of what is art and what isn't art. If you think that your shit is a piece of art that you sculpted yourself with your folds of your asshole, then it is art because you consider art, even though I just consider it shit. Literally. You can still call it bad art, but I guess no one is talking the right, yeah. But art is... Well, I know what Max Strike's product will be. Exactly, Poppy. But yes. Art is everything and nothing. It's a stupid word made by humans. That humans created this word, and for thousands of years, since beginning of humanity, they try to give it like a neat little categorization, but it cannot be categorized. Art has no real meaning. Yes, art doesn't have real meaning. Art has also all the meaning. Now we could make categorization within art to say, I like human-made art. I like art made by living beings. Only the creator or viewer can give it meaning, but it doesn't have meaning on its own. Exactly, and I will say it, yes. Life, I was about to say the same thing. Life is the same as art. Life doesn't have meaning, but we place meaning onto it. So art is like life. Life is art and art is life. That is a huge problem for me. I mean, I will be honest. I'm someone that would call myself an nihilist optimist, because deep down, I'm an optimist. I believe in something greater, in greater meanings, but I struggle to find it, and you know, like I just ping ponging between being a nihilist and optimist. So, coming back to the AI art, yeah, that's what I think is really at the core of the issue, why people disagree so much. Because they disagree what art is to begin with. For me, art is nothing in everything. For others, it's strictly defined. But I cannot disagree with their strictly defining it, but I wish they didn't hate people for not disagreeing with their definition. You don't think your life has any meaning, but I am very much searching for a one anyways. Yeah, I'm with correction. I will say that I don't know if my life has any meaning. It's not like I think in one way or another. I don't know. But I'm happy to have this discussion with you guys. It's something that's been in my brain for a long time, and I really wanted to talk about it because Jazza, an art channel, a big art channel, made a video a few days ago about it, about AI art, and wanting to have a discussion. How can it be used as a tool by creators and ethics of it? And I noticed that what's really at the core of the issue is misunderstanding and disagreement of what is art to begin with. You still hate it. That's fine, that's fine. This conversation, how open your mind a little. Oh, that's good, that's good. Because, I will say that artists that cannot use their hands to draw, they create those unique pictures, and I really don't feel like I have an authority personally to say that what they create is not art and what they create is meaningless because they don't use their own hands to create it. I cannot judge for people for tools they use to achieve the goals they want unless they are unethical, and this is where we come with the controversy about AI, right? Because many people think it's unethical, but so many other things that are unethical and people use, like, I don't know, I feel dirty using many references in my art. I feel a lot more dirty using human-made references for my art and like copying them a lot than copying a lot an AI generated picture, because AI generated picture is made out of hundreds of thousands of pictures or information about them at least. But if I use 10 pictures of specific artists to draw mine, then I use 10 artists to create my art. But if I use one picture generated by AI as a reference, then I have to use thousands of art pieces, but each one like a pixel from each one. Well, copying is different than using a reference, but then we come to a question: what is using as a reference and what is copying? Oh my god, the dog, we are digging deeper. I very much like this discussion up until now. It was logically structured and the arguments professionally founded. Okay, thank you, Rodol. I am happy with that. On topic about AI art is that many drawings tool using AI features to help a person draw those. That counts AI art? Yes, that's a good argument. I saw repeated as well. If a program helped me to draw better, make better lines or something, I mean, I always use some kind of line correction while drawing. Well, by our previous rules established, copying may be illegal, immoral, but my own rules, it may still qualify as art itself. Like, tracing is copying, right? But what if I do one-to-one drawing, but... Like, I often do this like this, to explain. I want to draw a half-body picture, right? In a pose. I might copy a hand from one picture, an eye from another picture, second eye from another picture, mouth from another picture. I will just Frankenstein the shit out of my art because I'm bad. Yes, still. I will sketch it like that. And then from this Frankenstein, I will try to iterate upon it. Is this copying? Maybe, I don't care, because without it I would not have created anything. I don't have, like, I don't know what I'm else supposed to do, like, because I'm not, like, I could, like, probably spend a lot more days trying to draw the pictures, but I'm not going to spend that time. There's no time in my life for that. So I'm not sure where the line is about copying and not copying. I'm just trying to put images from my head on the paper. Is it art? I don't care. Yes. There are strong differences. Copying is line for line, referencing is understanding roughly how something should look, but putting your own spin on it. Now we're talking about effort. Yeah, that's kinda it as well. That ties into effort as well. How much effort I should put to make it like my own. Like, I don't know. I don't feel bad if I and if someone sculpted a 3D model, I trace 3D model often. Is it copying? It is. Is it moral? I don't know. I don't care. For me it is. Because that's what they are kind of for, but I'm copying. You've been playing Black Souls for the first time. Oh, that's good to hear. How do you like it so far? With my... I have pretty simple logic. If you can create something, do it. If you have to copy someone a little bit more to do it as well. As long as you make meaningful differences, and you credit if it's similar, then that's fine. Effort is a nice topic. Is a child that draw for his mother making art because they put a lot of effort in it? I mean, yeah, if they draw. Or did your mother lie to you? No, it was art. I feel that using the 3D models is kind of a gray area as well. I have used them as post reference, but I personally would not trace them. I say fuck it, I trace them. Because for me, Okay, here's also the difference. I don't care how I put the line. Like, if I have to, like, put for example, an arm. I have to draw an arm. As long as it is the way I want it to be, in the way I have it in my head, then it doesn't matter as much if I trace a 3D model or if I draw it from my head, because then we come to a different topic, like, how much do you have to put your skill into an art piece to call it like art as well? You care a lot. I'm not traditional. Hello, David. I'm not traditionally learned. I don't learn at all. I just cheat a lot. I lose a lot of shortcuts because that's I cannot, like, I have too many things to do to really focus on one thing, and I don't even want to focus on one thing too much. But I realize that not everyone has the same background and therefore will have different feelings based on this. Yeah. Like, for example, I have a image of a guy striking his sword on a goblin, right? I don't really care if someone wants to draw it entirely from their hand, or if they want to use a shit ton of references and 3D models to do it. As long as they put their idea onto paper, right? That's what I care about. What you have in your head more than what you have, what skill you have to put it onto the paper. Like, use whatever means necessary, my personal opinion, to create what you want to create. As again, that's worth repeating. As long as it's kinda moral and, you know, try to be moral as much as possible, and you credit people that you used if it's too similar and things like that. I had never thought about it this way, but I guess there are also conservative artists and liberal artists. Yeah, we have conservative artists and liberal artists. Strangely enough, people that lean liberal in other views are more conservative when it comes to art, from what I've seen, and people that are conservative when it comes to other areas of life are more liberal when it comes to art. Art is free, it has no rules, and everybody can use their own methods of using stuff. And anyways, society was doomed from the beginning, so I don't care about how people make art. I just hate the AI bros and their low mental capacity. Oh, that's fine, that's fine. You love my streams? Thank you. That means a lot, David. That you, like, wish for my success. Everyone that comes to my streams, it means a lot. And I cannot express it properly because, you know, saying just, oh, it means a lot. What does that even mean? How? It doesn't explain the depths of my gratitude. So, to show my gratitude, I can only do one thing. Show you my feet, my bottom of my feet. That's the extent of my gratitude. Now Poppy is gone. You would probably call yourself a centrist artist, Poppy said to you, Rudolph. No, not feet. Ew. Oh my god. My feet are not appreciated. Okay, feet are okay. That's good. Feet are okay. So guys, I think I said most things I wanted to say about art and AI art. Do you have anything to add? Those that came in late were talking about AI art in general, the uses of it, the not that much about ethics, but a little bit about how could it be used, when it is moral to use, and how, you know, and also a lot about what is art to begin with, what can be classified as art. Shout out to my feet dog, wouldn't stand where I am today without them. Yeah, we wouldn't stand without feet where we are right now. So to summarize my opinion, I'm okay with AI as long as you don't entirely use it for everything, just as a tool in the creative process. But if you don't have other means to create, like I cannot take it away from you. You want to create with AI, do it, whatever. You're your own person. If you consider something art and I disagree, I won't take it away from you, because art is subjective, and what I consider art might not be what you consider art. The last thing you want to add is you like Yuri anime. Okay, good. Does everyone here agree that Yuri anime, Yuri in general is great? What is, I mean, yaoi as well, but I don't know. There's something goated about girls loving each other. You don't know what that is? Rodol is a little bit weeb deficient. He doesn't know a lot about anime and stuff, I think. It's lesbian love, Rodol. And you see, I would consider Yuri an art, but someone more conservative would say it's not art. Who is right, who is wrong? Well, this time it's very simple. Me, Yuri is art. That is the objective fact. That is the only thing objective. You don't know much about Yuri content, that's fine. You're 40% lesbian. I am what